Welcome back, guys. We're doing another YouTube Thingiverse review. Today we've got the HookerHanger by Oliver. As you can see here, he printed me 2 of these for my personal testing and use, and I think they're great. I love the color, the infill's good. We'll go ahead and put a link in the description below so you guys can download your own version. Alright, so basically I wanted to print my own, but I wanted to do it with resin on my new printer. So this is what you do. You put resin in the vat. This is just to prepare everything, and you need the goo. That's what it's made of. Print the file, just like that. You hit one button, and this little tray goes down into the goo. It's pretty cool. Into the goo. You're supposed to wait for all the bubbles to kind of settle and whatnot, but as you can see, bubbles. It's alright, that's why it does a couple dips, but that's it. The first layer is going to be burned onto that plate with the little LCD, and that's it. Here we see a hyperlapse. This is sped up quite a bit. It's not this fast. If it was that fast, I'd probably have to pay a lot more money for the printer. But this is what it looks like over, 5 minutes or so. Just up and down, up and down. The supports hold it to the bed, so it hopefully, gets along. But this print didn't get along all the way. As you can see, 2 out of the 4 printed. They printed really nice though, the 2 that worked. The supports for the other 2 printed really nice too, but looking back over there at the vat, I can see where they didn't work out. So they were stuck to the bed, the wrong bed, not this bed. So let's pry them off here, and can I keep the supports intact so I can show you those. They're pretty cool. Even the ones that didn't work look pretty cool. They almost worked. Alright, so looking up close, we can see it's really smooth. It's pretty accurate. Somehow it held on without any bracings on the supports. Looks like none of the supports are really touching each other yet. They still worked out. And as you can see, it's pretty easy to just kind of peel it off. It makes a fun little popping sound when you pop these off, and you barely notice they were there in the first place. The resin's still pretty soft at this point, so I could easily break this piece, kind of mar it, scrape it, scratch it, make a big dent in it. So what we want to do, after we look at how really cool it is, it turned out really well. Good job, Oliver, by the way. This thing is pretty neat. I printed mine at 130% of the Thingiverse size. I was suggested to print it at 150, but I like small things, so let's wash them off. This is the little washing station I've got. Set that for a few minutes just to wash them. It's using isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Get them real clean, get all the resin off, everything extra that we don't want to be hardened and part of the model. So we'll let that sit for a little while. After we wash them, kind of take them out of the vat there, take them out of the alcohol solution. And then we need to cure them. So we're basically putting them under a black light for about 5 minutes or 6 minutes or so. Flip them halfway through, and after they've been under this black light in there for 5 minutes, they're a lot harder and sturdier. So this will let them hold things, a little bit better. Completely solid, full of resin. You can see some of the supports where they were touching there, little burrs on the back end. I haven't done anything to these, I haven't sanded them, but I think they look great. So after about 5 minutes in the curing station, I went ahead and put them on my wall to try them out. So here's the one Oliver gave me, and then here's the one that I made of his design next to each other, and let's see if they can hold my things. Boom. Wonderful. Thanks, Oliver. Thanks.